What's happening, everyone? TomGorian here. Welcome to episode 28 of the F1 24 Alpine to Glory. Apologies about the gap between episodes. I've been literally ill all Christmas, and this is literally the first video that I've been able to do. Today, we are here in Baku for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. 4 races to go of season number 2, and we lead Max Verstappen by 6 whole points. A win today could take us one step closer to the Drivers' Championship, and we could do with another result here today. We're going to try and go for 3 wins in a row, and hopefully we can try and mount a comeback in the Constructors' Championship. And yeah, not really anything to go by with the timeline or anything. No secret meetings, no upgrades or anything. It's the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. There should be chaos, there should be crashes, and hopefully we can get the win.
It is a truly unique layout. Welcome to Baku and welcome to qualifying.
So here we are qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and this is a track that I absolutely love to drive on any of the F1 games. It's just the nature of the circuit with the close barriers, the medium speed corners, and it's just the layout as well. I always go well around here. But this first lap in qualifying hasn't really been, that good. In practice we were 5 tenths quicker than everyone else ahead of us, and then as we enter qualifying, this lap wasn't that bad or anything. We didn't make a mistake on this first opening lap, but as you'll see, I come across the line, we do a 37.4, which puts us P5 behind Alonso, Gasly, and most importantly Max Verstappen as well. I think Verstappen is currently P1, so yeah, we have got it all to do in the last minute 19 of qualifying for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. And all weekend we've really showed our pace, we've really been flexing our muscles in qualifying. So let's see if we can try and get a pole position here in this qualifying session. Turn 1, absolutely nailed turn 1 there with the apex there. Turn 2 as well, slight kiss of the curb, stay to the right hand side, and you want to get a setup that is mostly suits downforce, especially in that second sector, but you do need some straight line speed for the massive long straight. I didn't think tyre wear was going to be that good around here, but turns out I was wrong, as you'll see later on in the race. But as we end sector 1 here, we're not really the quickest in sector 1. We are green, however we do gain most of our time in sector 2. We are nearly 5.5 tenths up as we enter the castle section. Second gear, early shift into third for traction. Now entering the castle, third gear, turn in, and then just let the car's momentum really carry you by on the exit of the castle. Charles Leclerc does a 36.8, so we've got to get another, I'd say, 2 tenths as we enter. Oh, we nearly hit the wall there. We actually did hit the wall. Luckily for us, we don't get any damage. Entering the penultimate corner, so close to the barriers down the right hand side. Now entering the final corner, we go a little bit wide, but we do get a purple second sector. We are running a little bit higher wings than everyone else. However, now it's just the run to line. Perez is 36.8, so we're going to try. So yeah, it looks like 6 tenths, and it looks like our delta in nearly 8 tenth improvement. It looks like we're going to do probably a 36.5 as we come across the line, maybe 36.4. Across the line we go, and I believe that will be pole position. It is another pole position here in season 2 of the Alpine to Glory on 107 difficulty, and yeah, I might even have to go to 108. And as you can see, look at the gaps. Just under 2.5 tenths to Perez, over 2.5 tenths to Leclerc, over 4 tenths to Max Verstappen, and just over 7 tenths to our teammate Pierre Gasly. So we've got the pole position. It looks good. Let's see if we can try and get another win in this season.
Good afternoon and welcome from Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017, of one of the most eventful races of modern history, with controversy behind the safety car, last-second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and Lance Stroll. Let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Baku City Circuit then, it's an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Thomas lines up on pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. considering the rest of the grid we have. Leclerc, Hamilton, Gasly, Stroll, Russell, Oscar Piastri, Sainz, Bottas, Albon, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Magnussen, Joe, Fernando Alonso, Vesti, Norris, Tsunoda, and Max Verstappen completes the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Well, we welcome you to the broadcast. It's going to be some race today. First of all, introductions. I'm Alex Jakes. Alongside me for this one, Anthony Davidson. Well, there's all sorts of rumours going about in the paddock at the moment, but it looks like they're staying loyal to their team. Good move, do you think?
It's easy just to, well, not easy, but it's tempting to just to disappear off to a better team and leave all of that hard work behind you that you've put in place where you are now. But this driver wants to progress with the team. I think that's really nice to see.
What a massive chance this race has turned out to be. Max Verstappen has a grid penalty and we are on pole position. This is not going to be a Brazil race. We are not going to bottle it. There is no rain scheduled. And yeah, hopefully if everything goes our way, Verstappen doesn't score a point and we score maximum points here today. We need to open the gap as we enter the final 4 races, including this one, of the second season of the Alpine Glory. Everyone else is on mediums apart from the McLarens. They are starting on the hard tyres. Verstappen is also on mediums, so I thought Verstappen might have went alternate, but he is going on the mediums just like how we are. So it should be a very interesting race. Hopefully there's no safety cars, and hopefully we can win from lights to flag.
Here we go then. The formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands for today's race. As the cars come back to the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. They'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
Just a quick reminder, if you are liking what you're seeing, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more F1 24 career mode videos as we get ready for the final couple of races of the second season. We're starting on pole. Our championship rival is starting dead last, as you can see right there. This could be a massive day in the World Championship as we enter the final quarter of the second season as we get ready for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix for 5 red lights here in Baku. And it is lights out and away we go in Baku. It's a good start by us there, and it's a short rundown towards turn 1. Perez is side by side, but we're going to turn on him and we retain the lead here in Baku. That's been the story of this season. As long as we've got a good start, we've been able to lead out of the first corner, and now hopefully we can try and just manage the lead and pretty much just control the race from lights to flag. As you can see, Perez, he does have that straight line speed. However, it's not like ridiculous or anything. So entering the second lap, and as you can see, DRS is enabled, and I'm knowing where Perez is, and I'm slightly making a move there, but Sergio Perez wastes no time. Perez takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. However, we are quicker in Sector 2, so we are going to be all over his rear diffuser, Gasly. Gasly's in P5, so hopefully, as long as we can follow Sergio Perez, Gasly can maybe overtake Hamilton, get another podium like he did in Monza. However, there's a yellow flag in sector number 3, and I think that might be Pierre Gasly, and if that is not good for us. Hopefully it's not, as we're going to try and make a rundown, and it is Pierre Gasly, another DNF for us this season, and that has dramatically hampered our constructors' hopes. With 4 races to go, we need Pierre Gasly on the podium at least to score every single point we can get. And unfortunately, we are not going to get a double podium like we did in Monza today. However, we are going to overtake. Wow, Perez, fast lap of the race, 40.4. We only did a 41.3 there, so Perez 7 times quicker. But yeah, that's a bit of a gut punch that Sergio Perez has not, that Pierre Gasly has DNF'd, unfortunately. So it looks like we're going to have to try and carry the burden today. And we're going to start by breaking the DRS away. And as you can see, we had a mental run through the castle section and we've gained 4 temps on Sergio Perez, and we've broken the DRS on him, and that's the most important thing in this race. As long as we can break the DRS on Sergio Perez, we can now try and start to just control the race, control our battery usage, our tyre wear, and just really get a glimpse on this race. Leclerc's doing wonders in that Ferrari, by the way. I think that Ferrari is like the fifth or the 6th best car this season, and the fact that that Ferrari is constantly fighting in the top 5 against Hamilton and Russell, who is 7 seconds down. Oh, so close to the barrier right there. We got our first race objective on lap 5, drain the DRS to just under 21% by lap 8, and that should be easy. We haven't really been pushing that much, but as you can see on this lap, we do get that objective complete, and yeah, now we've got to try and save our battery once again. I will say this though, the AI, even though they're on 107 difficulty, they have been sticking with us pretty much this weekend in this race. They haven't really been pulling away. Well, I haven't really been pulling away from them as much as other races. But the gap is around about, I'd say I'm gaining like a 10th or a 10th and a half, per lap on them. And as you can see, lap 13, the gap is now 4.8 seconds compared to us and Sergio Perez. I think that's just simply because of our setup and the fact that, higher wings is probably the way to go again on F124. And yeah, lap 13, both Russell, Perez and Stroll, they respond. Piastri actually undercut Leclerc and Perez, so the McLarens, they're slowly making their way into this race. I think Piastri boxed on lap 11, and then Leclerc and Perez boxed the previous lap. So we're going to cover Leclerc and also Perez as well. 2.5 seconds. Hopefully, we should have enough of a gap to come out ahead of the McLaren. It's going to be a little bit closer, I think. No, it's not. I thought it might be, but Leclerc has gotten Piastri, and the gap is now closed to, I'd say, 2 seconds now. Obviously, we're going to have to warm more tyres up just a little bit, but the gap, yeah, just under 3 seconds now. But with warmer tyres for Charles Leclerc, the gap is now roughly 2.5 and now 3 seconds. Lap 15 out of 16, and once again, we are now controlling the race, and now we're going to see pretty much a couple of fast lap attempts. So as you can see, 40.5 first lap, we go quicker by 3 attempts for a 40.2 on lap number 16, and this is the point in the race where we're starting to really be consistent with our lap times once again. Our race engineer Jeff gets a second race objective for another charge. This time we're going to charge the DRS to just under 64% by the end of lap 21, and we are going to do that no problem because we save so much battery in the second sector. As you can see, on medium, entering the castle section, and there is objective complete, another objective complete in this race, and we are pulling away from the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. I don't know where Max Verstappen is, so I'm looking on the track map, and I think he's caught in that train entering the castle section. So yeah, it's looking good for us so far. We do get a purple second sector on lap 21, and it looks like we're going to have another fast lap this time. 40.2 again, slightly quicker than our previous lap. I think that's 0.003 quicker than our previous lap. And then on the next lap, we go even quicker again. So this car is just simply a beast. It's simply a beast to drive, especially with the setup that I'm running here. And as you can see, once again, 40.1 on that lap, and we're really, being consistent with the with the low 40s in lap time, and that was that. We did 5 consecutive 40.1s, and that was it. The AI stood absolutely no chance, and hopefully Verstappen is nowhere in the points, but it's going to be another victory on the streets here. We run the streets like we're running F1. We win in Baku.
Come on! Now we can fight. Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
Out
a place where it is so easy to find the wall, they've found the top step of the podium. The celebrations begin in Baku.
And of course, what 3 race victories, a hat-trick of wins, does for a driver's confidence is huge going forward in the championship. You know, they've got the energy on their side now, and it's for the others to try and stop this progression of victories.
As today's winners make their way up the podium steps, the folks at Alpine have shown once again just what it takes to build a successful Formula One team. A well-deserved win for them.
Well deserved is right. Pole position, fastest lap, and the race win. Calm, cool, and collected all weekend long. And yeah, just another race where I was in my element, in my zone, and Perez and Leclerc, they just couldn't do anything. It's a shame about Pierre Gasly, his DNF, and we could have scored major points and really stretched our legs on Red Bull in the championship here today. However, we take one step closer towards the World Championship with a win today, and Verstappen, he didn't score a point. 13th for Max Verstappen, so we've gained 26 points out of nothing, which means that our lead is now 32 even. 32 points with 3 races to go. And I believe if we score 18 or more points than Max Verstappen in the next race, we are world champions. So that should be a very, very good race. But that is that for episode 28 of the F1 24 Alpine to Glory. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more F1 gaming content. We're nearing the end of season 2, so yeah, should be a banger. Thanks for watching.